If followed the documentary files from 044, 047, you'll understand the death of trust, the fall of firewalls, and the rise of invisible cyber war. This is not just a story about hackers. It's a story about us, our emotions, our trust, our blind spots, and how, in just 2 decades, those human vulnerabilities became a $1 trillion digital economy. File 044. It began with a love letter. The love you. An email that lured millions to open the door to chaos. And from that first worm came the wildfire. Anonymous. Lowe's SEC. Cybercrime as a service, where breaches became brands. And ransomware got customer support. File 045. Then reality broke. We entered a synthetic age, where voices lie, faces deceive, and a crying child on the phone might not be your child at all. Deepfakes didn't just distort video. They shattered the foundation of digital trust. And in this new world, the only real weapon is doubt. File 046. Traditional cybersecurity? Dead. Firewalls still stand, but attackers now walk right to the front door. With your badge, your voice, your login. They don't hack systems. They hack behavior. The breach isn't a malware signature. It's a moment of trust. A single click. And now, defense doesn't live in code. It lives in people. People like you. File 047. But behind the noise of ransomware gangs and phishing kits, there's a quieter war, waged in the shadows, funded by black budgets, fought by nation-states who turn software updates into weapons. SolarWinds, SharePoint, Ukraine, Taiwan, Czechia. The new front lines aren't borders. They're supply chains. And the enemy doesn't break in. They masquerade as your partner. Every update is a question mark. Every login is a liability. And every moment you trust a screen may be the breach. Because in this war, the virus is trust. File 044 through 047 complete. But the battlefield? Still expanding. Disclaimer. This video is for educational and awareness purposes only. All references to cyber attacks, individuals, and hacking techniques are based on documented cases or illustrated reconstructions. We do not promote, encourage, or facilitate illegal activity in any form. Our goal is to inform and protect by helping you understand evolving threats in our digital world. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's flip through the files. Firewalls have fallen. Deepfakes have risen. And cybercrime has become a business model. But now, let's go deeper, beyond the gangs, beyond the scams, into the black budgets, where nation-states wage silent cyber wars, and the battlefield is everywhere. When you think of cybercrime, you might picture ransomware gangs or deepfake scammers. But there's a darker, quieter war happening behind the scenes. A war paid for with black budgets, waged by nation-states, executed with precision. This is the Invisible War. Chapter 1. Silent Siege, SolarWinds and the Russian Ghost. Back in 2019 and 2020, hackers infiltrated the software supply chain of SolarWinds Orion, used by 400-plus major organizations, including U.S. federal agencies. The malware, Sunburst, lay dormant for months, giving Russian intelligence agencies access to internal data, emails, and sensitive infrastructure. The breach reached agencies like DHS, Treasury, and even the U.S. court system. SolarWinds became the largest supply chain espionage operation in history. This wasn't ransomware. This wasn't spectacle. This was statecraft. Invisible, persistent, weaponized. Chapter 2. China's covert expansion. Microsoft SharePoint intrusions. Jump to July 2025. When Microsoft and cybersecurity researchers uncover a global campaign targeting on-premises SharePoint servers. 3 Chinese state-sponsored groups, Linen Typhoon, Violet Typhoon, and Storm 2603, exploited authentication spoofing and RC vulnerabilities, CV202549706/49704. Among the breached organizations, the U.S. National Nuclear Security Administration, German government entities, and energy firms worldwide. Microsoft and iSecurity report 400-plus organizations compromised. This campaign wasn't about disgruntled employees. It was geopolitical espionage cloaked behind enterprise software flaws. Chapter 3. Regional flashpoints, Ukraine, Czechia, and beyond. In 2023, Ukraine's largest telecom provider, Kyivstar, was crippled in a cyber attack attributed to Sandworm, the GRU-linked Russian group. Mobile service blackouts disrupted air raid warnings, leaving cities like Kyiv and Sumy dangerously exposed. Recovery cost an estimated $90 million. Meanwhile, in Czechia, authorities accuse the Chinese-linked group APD-31 of a sustained cyber campaign against the Czech Foreign Ministry since 2022. Emails were stolen, entire communications networks compromised, intelligence agencies and diplomats were exposed. Across the digital landscape, from Thailand to Canada to Bangladesh, APDs quietly exfiltrated government data, corporate secrets, and political communications. Chapter 4. The Supply Chain Estate Pipeline. These breaches illustrate the evolution. 2010s, hacktivists and cybercrime as a service. 2020, supply chain warfare, SolarWinds. 2023 to 25, state-backed zero-day campaigns and espionage. In every case, attackers mask themselves as vendors, insiders, or trusted third parties. Just like corporate cybercrime, but reversed and elevated, nation-states now operate like private ecosystems. They buy 0 days. They hire mercenary hackers. They infect partners. It's the ultimate industrial-scale deception. Chapter 5. Human fallout and global stakes. These attacks are not just about secrets. They erode trust between governments, vendors, and citizens. When shareholder files, policy briefings, or crisis plans leak, consequences escalate. Diplomats pause. Trade slows. Regimes wobble. Inside affected agencies, professionals lose faith in tools meant to secure their world. Officials cannot trust email. Executives cannot trust partners. Security culture collapses when the software itself becomes a threat. Chapter 6, where we go from here. Defending against nation-state. Threats means thinking like them. Adopt zero trust. Every entity, internal or external, must be verified continuously. Scan supply chains deeply. Code reviews, digital signatures, behavioral baseline detection. Invest in anomaly detection. Track access patterns, network anomalies, credential grabs. Prepare response teams. Red teams become development auditors. Pen testers serve legal. Prioritize cyber diplomacy. Global attribution and deterrence require public accountability. You can't stop what you can't see. This has been Paul Cyber. File 047 encrypted and logged out. But make no mistake, the war expands faster than public awareness. Nation-states weaponize code. Your firewall? It's already inside their battlefield.